Hi there, I am Daryl. We are at Starlight Drive-In, about to start our build. The first thing we need is some beds, and we can just throw them in the storage place back there, but I think I am going to start right here because I know that's kind of a flat spot. Now, you may want to pick a theme. This is a drive-in, right? And so I thought, well, we could have a trailer park, and there just happens to be these prefabs that are similar to trailers. So, and I happen to know this is a flat spot right here where this one fits pretty good, and you can get 2 beds in one of those, right? Now I think this is in the way. I think so. Scrap. And really, when you're starting here, before you set up any trade routes, you want to use steel more than wood because you had all those cars that you scrapped. Look at that. May level. And so you have a lot of steel. And so you might as well throw down some prefabs. You can use like the box cars and stuff like that if you have the DLC. I don't know. I haven't figured those things out yet, so I'll just go with the simple thing. Yeah, so there's 4 beds. Let's throw down a couple more. Now, see, this guy is going to be in my way. Alright? Really? I don't know why would the developers do this? It's so confusing. Now there's a couple things you can do also. You can sink these prefabs into the ground. If you want. So if you got a place that's almost flat but it looks kind of weird, you can use, if you have the picket fences, which I don't yet, I think those work, but I use the Far Harbor barn. So see, we got the barn structures, and there's the miscellaneous, and you have these posts, and these posts sink into the ground quite a ways, and so you can do, you can put one of these posts here, and you can do the multiple grab, which is, you select, hold down the select key, and then you select more than one object, depending on how close they are to each other. Now I can just sink this into the ground. Look at that. And then you want to go, just take a look, oh, okay, well, it's poking through in a couple places, it looks like, but nothing that's going to get in the way of you putting some beds in there. Now, what about this one? Let's sink this one into the ground a little bit. Yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go take a look. And now I just kind of place them randomly. It gives the, kind of an organic feel to the place. You may want to, put things on a grid, or plan for, a marketplace, whatever. It's up to you. I think we're good. See those weeds? Oh well, you know, whatever. You can either ignore them, you know, which again, some of the decisions the developers make just really, are they trying to challenge people, or you know, they're trying to force their ideas onto people, which I mean, it's their game. I don't think they're trying to force anything. You know, there's a lot of people involved, so maybe it's just, you know, designed by committee. You know, not necessarily the best, but I played this game a lot, so it doesn't bother me. Alright, so now I usually start with 6 settlers. Because you know, it's a nice number, it matches the food that one farmer can output. I don't necessarily stick with just 6 food, because sometimes it's nice to have 12 food, just in case you want to, you know, expand suddenly. It does happen. Now, so we need the water. Yeah. So, be able to build those later. I almost never use the larger ones anyway. You put down a couple of these, or you know, one of these, and a few hand water pumps. That's really all you need for a settlement. Seems like a good place. Now we need power. You could put windmills up on top there and run a bunch of wires. You can do a temporary generator, which is what I'm going to do. When I say temporary, I mean it. These go away as soon as I throw some windmills up on top there and run some wires. I'll probably store that and keep it as a backup. And I also want to point this little venture. Sometimes I get a little obsessive about where things are at. Alright, so I got the start of a little settlement. And now at this point, this is a good place to, because Preston's waiting for you, right, at this point, right? So if you don't want to go do more settlement quests, go do other things for a while, and then you can go talk to Preston, right? And then you don't get, hopefully, you don't get, you know, buried under, you know, quests that you don't want to do. I personally, you know, use them as an opportunity to collect junk, so that I can build more stuff. And really, I've went on, I don't know, 3 or 4 quests and came back with junk that has ended up in this workshop, right? And that means that, you know, I can get a good start on things, and then, you know, and then I can leave it for a little bit. When we get bars, I'd like to put a bar over here. Now, and you may want to protect these if you don't want these getting broken off. You may want to protect them, and you can do that with a fence. You can put a fence around them. You know, it's a lot of work. You can throw, I believe you can throw these bridges. If you can fit them in the right place. So you can put that there, and then they'll snap over the top. So I don't want to waste the materials, but it's up to you. I just, at this point, you know, I've played it enough that I'm just gonna let them get broken off, and then shove the broken piece off into the pool, and leave it at that. So I guess this video is long enough.